All right. Okay, let me see. Let me know if you can see and hear me. All right. There we go. All right. Welcome to today's Q&A. Happy Tuesday to all of you out there. We have a very busy day filled with a lot of weather updates for you. I know you're excited about it, but seriously, you have to have a heads up. It's crazy out there. Amy, what are you prepared for all this weather that's coming your way? Yes? No? Oh, I got another report that I need to get out here. There we go. This is Wyoming. They're coming through. I tell you what, Wyoming, I-80 is closed. I know, I'm jumping right in, but there's a lot to tell you today. Extreme blowover risk and winter weather conditions. No ETA right now on when that will change, but as of right now, that is the case. Okay, so let me know. Amy's here. Good. Yes, Amy, you have got weather your way. Let me see what I've got. I'm taking it as it comes. Yeah, you kind of have to, right? Just let it just ease into it. Where was I doing? Wyoming. I tell you what. So wind is getting crazy and skies are dark. Yes, I believe we've got. Let's take a look at that actually. Now that we're talking about it, we're just gonna dive in, you guys. Why not? All right. Where's it at? Is it Storm? That's Missoula. I have them all saved all over the place. That's Oregon. There. Boom. There you go. Today's severe threat. Timing today's threat. Okay. We've got major movement in the Fort Dodge area. Let's see if I can get this a little... Is that the whole thing? There we go. Okay. Yeah, major threat in Fort Dodge. And then, of course, we've got quite a bit in the Sioux City, Omaha area, Norfolk, Lincoln. It's just kind of spreading out. This is what you're looking at. It's crazy. It is most definitely crazy here. Okay, so as the day goes on, please be aware that it's coming at you. At least if you're in the Iowa area. Not that I know of, Amy. I haven't heard one way or the other, but with all of these tornado threats that are happening, it could be very likely. So what you're looking at here, these are tornado threats that are happening or that are kind of going on right now in the areas of the Midwest, Iowa, whatnot, Omaha, Sioux City. You can see that the main main focus is actually Fort Dodge. So please be well aware. As always, you guys, safety is going to outweigh everything. Please stay safe. If you have questions whatsoever, please reach out to our safety department, reach out to your fleet manager. Communication is key to make sure that everything goes well and that, yes, we want to make sure that the load gets delivered and gets delivered on time, but your safety is way more important than anything else. So please be well aware of that. Not that you aren't, but your family is going to make sure of it. All right? We are making sure of it. Also, so that's Fort Dodge. We're just going to do a quick weather check. We'll review the weather at the end as well. As always, you guys, if you have any questions, I know I kind of dove right in, but there's quite a bit of information that I'm coming at you with today. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please put it in the chat or reach out to one of our recruiters at 888-668-0698. If you are current with Decker, reach out to your driver manager for additional weather updates. If you have questions on fuel solutions or truck washouts, get a hold of the washout department. But reach out to us, you guys. Communication's key going from both directions. So hence the weather report. Okay, let's talk about the Elk Mountain, Laramie, Wyoming area. You can see here we've got quite a bit of just extreme blowover risk, winter conditions, all these exclamation marks, this is closed. It's all closed. So I-80 and out of Wyoming, it's closed. Surprise, surprise, right? I know you're not surprised, but we'll keep you updated if there's going to be any changes, any shutdowns, anything like that. Remember, we put this guaranteed pay in effect for situations like this, when it is weather related, when you do everything you can to be on time, to deliver the loads on time, to be safe, to keep your miles up. Sometimes things are out of your hands. Weather, obviously, one exception to having a little bit of control over everything. So that's why we have this put in place, is to make sure that you have a stable income coming in, as well as promoting safety. Okay. Also, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Montana area. I'm going to give you an update here. So this one's going to take me a bit longer because there's more avenues to this. That's a little, let me see if I can shrink this for you guys so you can see it all on the screen. Ooh, we still want you to see it though. So, there we go. Okay, sorry, playing a little bit with it. So as you can see, maybe I need to zoom in just a little bit here for you. But what you're looking at is the state of Montana. Well, part of the state of Montana, at least the western part. I-90 is what you see here. And this is according to basically yesterday's winter storm across I-90. We still have some conditions that we need to be well aware of. So Homestake Pass is requiring chains. Okay, Homestake Pass requiring chains. U.S. Highway 12 between Missoula and Helena, that's closed at the McDonald Pass. Okay, Bozeman Pass requiring chains. I-90 is closed from Big Timber to Columbus, and if you guys are ever familiar with that area, it's very common for strong winds. You think you're in Wyoming when it comes to the Livingston, Columbus area. High winds by far. So please be well aware of that. It's closed right now, so you're not even headed that direction. US 212 is requiring chains. I know some of these areas you're not used to running. They are often or sometimes alternatives, but for those of you who are in the area and it might affect, now you know. US Highway 212, chains are required. Like I said, you don't really run that a whole lot, but I-90 closed from Big Timber to Columbus. I don't know if you can see my screen here. Come on. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. Okay. This is Big Timber to Columbus. That is closed. Livingston area, etc. So that area is closed. Big Timber to Columbus. Bozeman Pass, chains are required. Be well. Lots of wind. You can see these little triangles with the wind. It's nasty windy. There you go. Yes, all over Bozeman. What else do we have? And then, of course, U.S. Highway 12 between Missoula and Helena and McDonald's Pass, that's also closed. Big old red all over there. And Homestake is requiring chains as well. Let's see if I can zoom into this. Oops. Helps if I click on the right thing. There we go. Okay, so now you're seeing more of the Missoula to Helena area. That is closed as well. All right. Bear with us, you guys. We will continue to get you updates as the information comes in. We'll let you know. Amy says, I thought it was just 70 the other day, like in Montana. It is. It was. It was Sunday? No. Saturday? Or Friday? No, it was Friday. Oh, because Saturday was cold. Friday was absolutely gorgeous. 70 wind, of course. You know, you're staking things down. But it was 70 degrees. It changes. You know what it's like. Just stay home, she says. Just stay home. Yeah, please be safe, you guys. Weather outside is nasty. That's how it works. All right. Okay. What else can we talk about today? She says, just stay home. Sounds like a pretty good plan to me. Also, Oregon, which I missed to tell you, I-84 in Oregon is reporting from Pendleton to Ontario. It's closed due to conditions as well. So closed on I-84, Oregon. All right. Okay, thanks you guys for all of that. Now we do have a few things to go over before we jump into some of the new positions that we've got open. So we'll be talking about that too. Don't forget that if you didn't see the replay of the whole Driver of the Year event, you can access that either through our Facebook or YouTube. You'll be able to access that on either one. Very impressive job. Well done. Congratulations to all of the winners, and there were quite a few winners, not only for Driver of the Year and of course our grand champion, which everybody looks forward to because it's a big $15,000 prize, but we also had rewards for million mile, 2 million mile, 3 million mile winners. We had Grant Quinton winning the Highway Angel Award. There's quite a bit. We're able to recognize some retirees, Dave Chapman being one of them, from the training department. A lot of you guys know Dave, so shout out there. But if you missed it, you can always watch the recording. It's the 2021 awards ceremony, and it's available both on our YouTube and our Facebook page. So check it out. And there's a highlight reel, which is super fun. Job well done. All right, the CVSA Operation Safe Driver Week, that is scheduled for July 10th through the 16th. Be well prepared. They are going to be focusing on speeding, but that doesn't mean that they're going to look at anything else. They totally will. They'll be taking a look at all other unsafe driving habits, such as following too close, improper lane change, distracted driving, all of the above. So keep in mind, even though the focus is on speeding, we want to obey the law all the way around, just as always, but that is coming up. Also in May, I got a cheat, I forgot. Road Check Safety Week is May 15th through the 21st, I believe. So that's coming up as well for the Road Check Safety Week. Now, backing. Avoid backing whenever possible. We know with our refrigerated division especially, you really can't avoid it. But in any other case, avoid whenever possible. And always get out and look. So right on the mirror, you see the goal. Get out and look. If you can have a spotter, awesome. Use a ground guide whenever possible, a spotter whenever possible. I'm going to use Angela as an example here. Angela, who is one of our trainers, does a phenomenal job of getting out and helping guide her students into the backing area. So that's always a fantastic learning experience for the drivers there. If you make sure that your mirror is nice and clean, you'll see that it says goal right there on it. If you have any questions, just reach out to us. Speaking of nice and clean, if you are wondering about a truck wash, we do offer truck washes monthly out on the road, as well as anytime you come into the terminal. You can wash on a daily basis if you want at the terminal. But if you're out on the road, please reach out to the washout department, washout, trailer, truck wash, and pallet department, which is 515-574-4097. Get a hold of Bruce. Yes, indeed. All right, so backing, like I said, get out and look, have a guide whenever possible, and just avoid it if you can. Clean off those mirrors, turn down your CB or turn off your CB, turn down the radio, open the windows, your cracks so that you can hear everything around you and be well aware of your environment. If you have any questions whatsoever, reach out to the safety department or reach out to Rick, head of safety, at 2330. All right, cool beans. Fuel routes. Now, we've had a lot of changes here recently. We've got the DriveWise, we've got the Best Pass for your tolls and your scales. Of course, we've got the TransFlow system on our GeoTab unit in the truck for your ELDs and your routing and everything. And we have our Manhattan Fuel solution working well with all of that. So the Manhattan Fuel and the routing system, that routing program that we have, it is selecting routes based off of your hours of service, your what the tolls, the scales, the pricing of the fuel, all of that is taken into consideration within this program. So you might be running in an area that you think is more of an expensive route, when in fact we've ran the numbers to know that it is not. That's the one we want you to go on. So looking ahead, we expect that the initial fuel recommendation that we're giving you through the Manhattan program is going to be more efficient. If you feel that you need to request a different solution, go ahead and reach out to your driver manager or reach out to Janelle in the fuel department, which is 515-227-7307, and we can evaluate it for you. But we do expect that first one to be the most efficient of all of the fuel solutions out there. Because like I said, it takes into account your hours of service and your tolls, your scales, your the pricing of the fuel. You know, and if for some reason your fuel routing and the fuel solution don't correspond with the GPS in the truck, if they're not matching up, that's when you're going to need to reach out to your fleet manager and find out, you know, do I need a different route? Which one should I be going with? Reach out, ask, confirm. Make sure that we're all on the same page. Cool. And for those of you who don't know, it's really important that we stick to these fuel routes for a number of reasons, actually. The fuel routes, the savings that we get through the Manhattan program actually go on to like our bonuses, our truck upgrades, etc. Well, they help to do that at least. We have approximately 12, I think the numbers last week that were given out was about $12 million, or 12 million gallons, not dollars, 12 million gallons of fuel that we can save. So let's take a look at this. Actually, let's get my little calculator. If we have 12 million gallons of fuel per year that we're using, and I'm gonna just do a rough estimate. We have a little bit under 700 trucks, okay? And that's 365 days out of the year. So that's about 47 gallons. Yeah, 47 per truck a day, okay? Now you multiply that times approximately 48 cents, between 46 and 48 cents, which is our average earnings. And that's at the very minimum $22.50 or so a day per truck. Remember, that's per truck. Now you multiply that times the number of days in the year and the number of trucks that we have out on the road, and that's over $5.7 million in savings that goes towards your truck updates, your some of the support staff, but it goes your truck updates, your bonuses. Because last year alone, we paid over, oh man, I should have probably looked this up, but we paid well over $800,000 in the monthly bonus alone, just the monthly bonus. Actually, it was probably closer to $1 million because we had a couple of months in there that were into the 80s, so that was definitely awesome. So a lot of that goes towards your bonuses as well as the truck updates. And you figure a truck, we have an update in a truck or a new truck rotation about every 3 years, a little under 3 years. So we try to keep the average age of about 16 to 18 months for the truck. Yes, I know COVID kind of threw a wrench in that a little bit, and we're closer to the 18 side than we thought we would have been initially, because we were on track to be younger than 15 or 16 for an average age of the truck. But you figure, even if we were to get, last year we got about 350 trucks last year that were brand new. We bought 350 new trucks. And for the cost of the truck, you know, that's over $90 million in expenses. So you can see that it's quite a bit. Every savings counts towards improvement. Michael says, could I run Western Reefer if I lived in Chicago? Michael, if you wanted to run West, even though you live in Chicago, that's totally fine. It's not necessarily West versus Midwest versus whatever. It's based off of areas that you want to run that we can accommodate. So yeah, if you want to run out west, absolutely. Home time is going to be based off of how far out you're planning to be. So for instance, if you're looking to be home weekly and run out west, we probably can't accommodate that. You would probably be looking at about a 2 to 3 week out period at a time. If you're looking to, let's say somebody in Alabama wants to be home weekly, they wouldn't be likely to run out west. They'd be more basically Denver east for the most part, lots of Midwest and Southeast. If they live in the Alabama and want to be home on a weekly basis, more like a 7 to 10 day basis. However, if they wanted to run over the road, it'd be about 2 to 3 weeks at a time. And yes, we can accommodate that. Mike says, I'm late. Are you talking about the fuel bonuses? I'm just kind of hitting on the fuel solution. And so, yes, I was basically talking a little bit of that. Says, I've heard that the drivers at TMC get penalized for bad fuel economy, driving trucks that they get worse fuel economy than the fleet average. With ours, we have there's no penalty per se. We have a bonus if your fuel compliance is like at 100% and whatnot. So that's where you're seeing those bonuses. It's part of our scorecard bonus. Our scorecard bonus that'll be coming out here in the next couple of weeks is based off of your fuel compliance, your idle time, and your on-time delivery, your miles, preventable accidents, CSA violations, and driver claims. So those are the 7 criteria for the bonus, the scorecard bonus. So yeah, it kind of weaves into that. Our average miles per gallon for our truck is roughly about 8. Just a rough estimate. However, when we are calculating our fuel surcharge, so this is great information for like an owner operator lease purchase. Our fuel surcharge is figured based off of, I think, 6.5 miles per gallon. So you can see a little bit more there. So you benefit from it is what I'm telling you, because our fuel efficiency on our trucks is better. Freightliners with Detroit diesels get better fuel economy than Peterbilts. And we are mostly Peterbilts. So those numbers that I'm giving you are based out of the majority of our trucks, which are Peterbilts. But yeah. And you could be right there. I don't know the answer to that one. But you could very well be. Michael says, I want to be out 5 to 6 weeks at a time. Then absolutely, you can do that. I'm saying absolutely as I shake my head, but yes, you can. Michael, you bet. You can totally do that. You just need to communicate that with your driver manager. The pay per mile is going to be the same for mileage pay, whether you're running in the Midwest or whether you're running OTR. The only difference is if you're running in the Midwest and you're running a whole lot of short loads, like loads that are under 400 miles, then you could be getting an additional cents per mile of padding for those short miles, but you would get them whether you run over the road or not. It's just on short miles that you get that extra padding. Otherwise, it's going to be anywhere from 52 to 70 cents a mile based off of your experience level. Cool? All right. Yes. So absolutely, that's an option if you want to run out west. Just know you need a little bit extra time out on the road. So 5 to 6 weeks, absolutely. 2 to 3, you bet. We can do that. Again, it just depends on where you live. Chicago is going to be one that we can definitely work with. All right. Mike says, I drove a 2014 Freightliner Glider, no death. And I got the best miles per gallon at 68 miles per hour. Drive slower and the economy was worse. Yeah, our trucks are governed at 68 on the cruise, 65 on the pedal. But yeah, depending on the truck, that will make a difference, absolutely. And then I drove a 2020 Freightliner with a 12-speed auto. It got much better fuel miles per gallon at 60 than it did at 65 or 69. And it got even better at 55. Again, just proves that every truck is a little bit different. Crazy, both Freightliners in that case, huh? Crazy. Okay. So Mike, I'm just curious, but with Freightliner, the 2020 Freightliner, that you said is a 12-speed auto, was the 2014 also an automatic, or was that a stick shift? Was that a manual? Stick shift. All right. Okay. The second quarter quarterly safety training is out on our Luma. So if you haven't gone and taken that, please go ahead and do that. It's talking about the overview of hazmat training, your PC, split sleeper, all of the above. So that's all on there. Remember, when you're logging in, you're going to enuggetlearning.com/Decker. That is due by the end of the month, the 30th, which is a Saturday. And huge shout out to John Woods, Ronald Buck, Curtis Drake, Mark Kogel, Dennis Watterson, Michael Darrow, Scott Vivian, Robert Anderson, Scott Knapp, and Claudia Deer for being the first 10 to complete the second quarter safety bonus. So you get Pilot Flying J gift cards, which, by the way, you can access, or you can access your winnings through going to the My Rewards app on your phone. It's the My Rewards Plus app on your phone for the Pilot Flying J gift card. You can access it there and just claim your payment, claim your funds. If you have questions, just reach out to us. We'll walk you through that process. Cool. Yes. Mike says 2014 and a 10-speed with a splitter. Okay. Excellent. All right. Anything else that I'm missing? Oh, there was one other thing. Let me grab that real quick because I didn't have it right in front of me. Okay, so this is a message from the IT department that I wanted to get out to you guys. During our WorkHound, how many of you guys remember our WorkHound information? Okay, so WorkHound is a company that we partner with for our our weekly surveys to kind of see where we're at. It helps us to make sure that we are able to hear what you have to say, because a lot of times when you're out on the road and you're calling in, you might be calling in and talking to your driver manager. It might be information that is really relevant to another department and not so much to your driver manager. So putting that information on the WorkHound app in the survey is really beneficial to us because we can take the next step for follow-up. Your driver manager may very well be able to relay that information if they know who it goes to. But yes, the WorkHound app has been great. And because of the WorkHound app, we've been able to recognize that there were some communication issues because of a phone system not having the direct dial numbers. So what we're doing is, as of April 19th, so next Tuesday, the changes will go into effect. You can call the main office number, which is 515-576-4141, and then you'll now be able to listen to a new voice menu, and the menu options will be a little bit different. So please listen. It really is new, because you know when you get on the phone and you call a number and they're like, we've got a new system, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, this is like 12 years old, but it's still there. No, this is brand new. And it's because of the WorkHound. So yet another WorkHound win here. With any of these updates, you'll be able to reach the parties that you're calling for a more timely, more efficient manner. So we're always looking for your feedback. Keep it coming. Back in November, we made some changes with our phone system that was adding some direct numbers. And we understand that the availability to reach your fleet manager, your maintenance support, or anyone else here at Decker Truck Line in a timely manner is extremely important. So that's why we've gone ahead and kind of taken a deep dive into the phone systems and the routing calls and made some additional changes for you. So very cool. Let me know if you have any questions. You can reach out to us, like I said, 888, this main number here. You can get a hold of all of us at 888-668-0698. Mike says, I have 30,000 hours of off-road experience driving my own trucks with 13-speed and 10-speed, and I have a 6-wheel drive truck with a 10-speed and a 6-speed transfer case. All right, so lots of driving. Hours even. They figure for every year it's roughly about 2,000 hours. So you got about 15 years. Right? Fair enough to say? Might be a little low, maybe closer to 10, huh? Cool. Okay, well I do have some updates for you guys in some of our hiring needs. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that out. One new opportunity is if you are in the Sperry, Iowa area, we do have one of our companies, our TLS, our Transport Loading Services out of Sperry, Iowa, is looking for a full-time second shift flatbed tarper or a hostler at the terminal there in Sperry. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, 888-668. Actually, let me get you directly to Courtney. Excuse me. Courtney, she says her, or Bryce, 515-576-4141, extension 2438. Bryce's direct number is 515-227-7018. So yes, that's the TLS, the Transport Load Services. It does require a Class A CDL. It's hourly pay, full benefits, paid vacation, paid holidays, home every day. The shift is a 3 p.m. to an 11 p.m., Monday through Friday with the weekends off. So your duties are pretty much tarping, securing, shuttling flatbed trailers, all of the above. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Get a hold of Bryce. Mike says, I restored a 68 Ford. Woo, that'd be awesome. 189 miles. 189,000 miles and 20 hours into it. Holy smokes. An 85 and an 86 as well, huh? Yeah, I do like the older ones. 68, man. Whew, that'd be sweet. Very cool. All right, so that, if you have any questions, it's $24 an hour, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Class A CDL is required for that one. Also, speaking local-ish, we do have a new opportunity, or a new opening, I should say, for our hopper position. So I've got two, actually. So 'tis that time of year, right? Increase. So for our hopper position, I've got two different opportunities. I have a 5 a.m. and an 11 a.m. So the 5 a.m. pays $225 per day. It's per shift per day, $225 Monday through Friday. And then when you're on Saturday and Sunday shifts, it's $275. So that goes up. One driver for an 11 a.m. shift. So I have a 5 a.m. shift and an 11 a.m. shift. The rotation is 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 2 days off, and continues. So if you guys have any questions on that, please reach out to us, 888-668-0698 for more details on that. And that's based out of Fort Dodge, Iowa. D-Lodge 40. Can I run true OTR coast to coast from Denver, Colorado? Or would I have to pick a region? We can. I'm going to answer this as specific as I can, so bear with me. We have true over the road where you can run all 48 states. Well, you can, but we really don't do a whole lot in the New England states. We really don't. So, yes, you can run true over the road. If you're looking for a run that runs from California to the Carolinas, just back and forth, we don't have that. If that's what you're looking for, I don't have that. But if you're looking to run over the road, be out 2 to 3 weeks at a time, get into Washington, get into Florida sometimes, get into the Chicago area, into Denver, Texas, Oklahoma, California, then yes, we can. It's just not on a dedicated route, and I can't guarantee every one is going to be from one coast to this other coast. So if I'm answering your question correctly, or the way that you're asking, it is true over the road. It is not coast to coast per se, but it's everything in between. Everything all the above. Is that fair? Okay, everybody has a little bit definition of when it comes to coast, so I just wanted to be clear on what we do and what we don't have on that. But yes, you can, if you live in Denver, that opportunity is available in our refrigerated division. Just give us a call, 888-668-0698. Four-wheel drive. Yes, sorry. I saw 68. I automatically went to Ford. Sorry. Company in Clintonville, Wisconsin. It was. Oh. I thought you meant you did that on your own time. Yes, you're answering it correctly. Okay, cool. I didn't know if I was just going overboard there for you and then missed the point completely. So excellent. Great question. Thank you for asking. All right, so if you guys have any additional questions on that hopper position, it is based out of Fort Dodge, Iowa. Again, it's 888-668-0698. You can see it coming across here. For all of the information, you can reach out to one of the recruiters. Cool. Now, we also have a Bessemer, Alabama local, so talking more on the local side. That one is an hourly pay. It depends on your amount of experience, what your rate of pay will be, of course. But it's between $23 and $26 an hour. It's usually 40 to 45 hours a week, and it's Monday through Friday. You might have a rare Saturday here and there, but it's usually just Monday through Friday, starting at 7 a.m., ending at 5 p.m., hauling a lot of pipe, steel beams, wallboard or sheetrock, and you're basically delivering within a 200-mile radius of Bessemer. So if you have questions, it does require that you have flatbed experience, at least a year of flatbed experience. If you have questions, please reach out to our recruiting department at 888-668-0698 for more details. Very cool. One more dedicated position for our Tifton, Alabama, hauling aluminum in a Conestoga trailer. It's 3 to 5 stops per load. The loads are pre-loaded, but you'd be responsible for the securement of each load. Live unloads, and then you're deadheading back to the Tifton area after the deliveries. It's home weekly. Sometime on the weekend is when you're coming in, usually for like a 34. And it runs about a 500-mile radius of Tifton. So South Carolina, Georgia, obviously, South Carolina, Alabama, into Tennessee, sometimes Florida. That is about the areas that you're looking at. Do you do any port work, hazmat, tanker? We don't currently have any tanker actually, we do. If you live not in your area, so not in Denver, I don't. I have a local position out of Des Moines, Iowa, that does require that you have hazmat and a tanker endorsement to apply for it. It's local. It's $23 an hour. You'll be running a variety of trailers, from the tanker hazmat, like I was saying, to flatbed, refrigerated, dry van. So a number of different things that you'll be hauling back and forth. Hauling flatbed trailer, you'll need to know how to tarp and secure the loads. When you're pulling the refrigerated trailers, you'll know how to check the IntelliSets. Deliver to the customers. It's home daily. It is out of Des Moines, Iowa. So feel free. It's Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. You might work longer on some days, but it's home daily, Monday through Friday. And you'll be responsible for shuttling trailers. So empty and loaded in and around the Des Moines area. So you might go out like 175 miles or something and back, but you'll be home daily for it. Other than that, no, we don't have any other tanker positions available. We do run into some of the ports, but other than that, that would be it. Mike says, I ride my motorcycle out of Fort Dodge this summer and check out Decker. Yeah, meet up with Bryce. Absolutely. Meet up with us and Bryce. Yeah, every once in a while we have a fun run that, I wonder if Darren will do this. So Darren worked in the office for several years. Several is an understatement. Don't tell me I said that. But he does a fun run, and he'll get his bike out and he'll kind of map out a path where everybody can do that fun run with him. And some classic cars come out, lots of motorcycles, and they'll hit up some of the, I think usually it's some of the pulled pork areas, like the stops in and around the area, some of the restaurants and bars there. So yeah, pretty cool. Painting and selling all my lime spreading trucks. Okay, so you have a full plate for you this summer, huh? James Peterson. I was gonna say that name looks familiar. Hi, Dad. Awesome. Cool beans. So, yes, that's about all that we have for the Des Moines and for the tanker. But if you have more questions on it, let me know. Very cool. My dad's never on here. How cool beans is that? All right, we also have some new team opportunities. So if you are looking for to run refrigerated team, we've got some additional ops for you. Reach out to us if you're a husband, wife, crew, or if you guys are in the same location, same household. It works really well, but same city, state, works great. If you're trying to split between, I don't know, Timbuktu and Holy Roll over there, that doesn't work. We can't switch back and forth with the home time. It just doesn't work well for us. However, if you are in the same city and state, it's really smooth for us. The pay is a base of 60 cents per mile, but that's split. But you have a mileage bonus. You actually have several bonuses. You have a mileage bonus, one. You have the scorecard bonus, and you have the Smart Drive bonus. So those are 3 monthly bonuses that you would have as a team. Most of our team drivers are running well over our bonus of, so it goes like this: 12 to 14,000 miles a month, get an extra 2 cents a mile split. 14 to 16,000 miles a month, get an extra 4 cents a mile split. 16 to 18,000 miles a month, 66 cents a mile. 18 plus goes to 68 cents a mile. So, and that's 68 total. So the 60 cents a mile you'll get every week on your settlement. So you get paid weekly, and that's 60 split, so 30 a piece. 10 cents per mile, 5 cents a piece is per diem, so you'll be able to take care of that tax benefit. But the extra cents per mile is figured around the 3rd week of the month following when you ran it. So whatever you ran in February is figured about the 3rd week of March and paid on it. So your extra mileage page, and it's going to be on all dispatch miles or all completed miles for the month. So you do have to have those miles completed for the month in order to get paid that extra bonus. Same for the scorecard, Smart Drive as well, but that's the additional bonus that our teams get. Most of our teams are running between 55 and 65,000. 55 and 6,500. That makes a big difference per week as a team. So that's what you're seeing. We've got some dedicated options, some very consistent loads for our team. So if it's something that you're interested in, obviously specific areas are going to be more flexible than others when it comes to some of these dedicated opportunities that we have as a team. But please reach out to us at 888-668-0698. So Dodge says, I have my TWIC card and a passport. Would that be necessary? That's awesome. Not so much the passport that I'm aware of, but the TWIC card, yes. That's fantastic if you've already got that. All right. See you later, Dad. So yes, that would be a piece of cake. We can totally work with that. We have loads that'll go into areas of Texas, into California that we'd need that. So absolutely, that would work well. Because I am not vaccinated. So, Mike, you know what? I am not sure on that. Because I don't think mine expired because of that. And I just got mine in November. And mine's not expired because of that. So I'll have to do my research. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Good to know. All right. What else? We also have some short haul positions in our flatbed. So if you live in the Fort Dodge area, so it kind of looks like this. Visualize with me. Here's my map that you can't see. All right, so you've got the Minneapolis area. All right, straight down 35 to Fort Dodge to, and then down to Des Moines. Along that route, and then along, was it 212 to, no, anyways, from Fort Dodge to Minneapolis, those routes, 50-mile radius of Fort Dodge, of Sioux City, and of Omaha. Those areas, we do have some short haul opportunities in our flatbed division that guarantee $1,000 a week. Your rate of pay can most definitely earn you above that $1,000 a week. Basically, it's based off your experience. So 53 for an inexperienced driver who's just starting out, recently graduated, and then goes through our training program after you've met your qualifications before. And then, so 53 cents a mile to 70 cents a mile based off of experience. But remember, the rate of pay, the guarantee is $1,000 a week. So your rate of pay per mile and the miles that you run could very well exceed that $1,000 minimum guarantee. Cool. All right. So lots of opportunities when it comes to better home time. If you live in Bessemer, Alabama, if you live in Tifton, Georgia, if you live in Fort Dodge, Iowa, Omaha, Sioux City, Minneapolis, if you live in Des Moines, can't remember if I mentioned that one, that's great. If you live in Sperry, we do have that hostler position available, have a couple of those available for you. And then, of course, new team opportunities. We've got some that way. And, of course, our hopper position is also available with a 5 a.m. and an 11 a.m. slot for you for home time or for running. And just one more time on here. Let me pull this up. So it is Monday through Friday. It's $225 per day. The Monday, now if you're running, that's 5 a.m. and 11 a.m. I'm thinking here, 5 a.m. and 11 a.m. shifts. And then the Saturday, Sunday shift is $250. So if you end up working on a Saturday or Sunday, it's $250 for the shift instead of $225. Okay, but the shift is a 12-hour shift on Monday through Friday, Monday through Sunday. 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 2 days off, etc. So if you guys have questions on it, please reach out to us. 888-668-0698. Excellent. All right. So we're sitting good. You understood what I meant? Good. I've heard truckers can't cross the border in Canada. Canada was that way. That's true. That is true. But I think other than that, I don't think it is the passport itself. I got you. Not that itself was the determining factor. He understood what you meant. I just didn't. Tuition reimbursement. Great question. So the tuition reimbursement, that's how this works. This is how this works. If you are a recent graduate of a PTDI certified school, so really pretty much all of them are in order to meet the qualifications anymore, but as long as the school is at least 160 hours long, so it has to be at least 160 hours, and you are a graduate, and it's recent, and then you come directly to Decker, we do reimburse up to $6,000. So we reimburse the cost of the training, the school, up to $6,000. So if it was $5,500 for the schooling, then once you've been here for 90 days, we pay you $200 a month until that $5,500 is reimbursed to you. Because you're paying it, like you've already paid it. You already have the financial paperwork, so we're paying you. And you're the one responsible for paying them. So, cool? Okay. All right. Great question. Thank you for asking. But it's up to $6,000, and the reimbursement starts after 90 days. All right. Okay, I think I covered that one. If any other questions, let me know. Now that you brought that up, though, do I need to provide a certificate of graduation? You do. There's two ways around this, actually. One, you provide the certificate of graduation. It is a lot easier to get you approved, or faster to get you approved based off of that. However, the other way around it, and what we have to do in addition anyway, is reach out to the schooling and get the verification from them. So yes, provide the certificate of graduation, because if you were on some sort of contract or with another company, you wouldn't have that certificate. So that's very important, because we can't work with somebody who is under contract with another trucking company. They usually have restrictions on that, so we avoid them. However, once you provide that certificate, then we reach out to the school and we get the verification, because they're going to have probably drug testing results. They'll have the dates and everything. And then you do need to have been a recent graduate, so it wouldn't have been something that if it was 2 years ago, that wouldn't fall under our qualifications. Unless, of course, you had driven since then, tractor trailer since then. That's a whole different story. But yes, then with being a recent graduate, we would put you through our 1 week of orientation, which we pay you $1,000 for completing. And then you have 2 weeks or so with a trainer. So 2 to 3 weeks with a trainer. We pay you $700 a week while you're with a trainer, whether it's refrigerated or flatbed. And then your rate of pay per mile would start you at 53 cents a mile if you're flatbed, 52 if you're refrigerated. And you'll work your way up every 90 days. Within the first year, you'll get a penny raise. And then you'll be at, 55 and 56 cents a mile by the end of the first year. And then you'll have annual raises after that, at that point. I am making all these comments, but I don't, sorry, my name is Jessie. I'm one of the recruiters here at Decker. Sorry, thank you. Okay, perfect, makes sense. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to any of us in the recruiting department at 888-668-0698. Very good comment. I should probably have that somewhere so people know. Random people. Okay, so I think we pretty much covered that. If you are not a student and you're looking to come aboard to Decker, it is a 2.5-day orientation, not a full week. So that is definitely going to be a difference. Where then at that point, because it's a 2.5-day orientation, you'll get $500 for completing orientation versus the $1,000 you would get as a student who needs a full week. Thank you, Mike. Excellent. Okay, so what am I missing? Like I said, we had lots of information to go over, lots of opportunities. I hit on a lot of our more local, more regional opportunities, but we have additional. So if you are in the Iowa area and you have at least 6 months of recent refrigerated and 3 years of tractor trailer experience altogether, we do have an awesome opportunity in our fresh meat fleet, which is our dedicated fresh meat. So you'll be hauling a lot of pork and chicken and fresh meat. I know. I had to. It's too funny to me. So we have all of that. If you have questions on it, please reach out to us, 888-668-0698 for more detail on the pay and everything there. So excellent. Excellent, excellent. And I think, just want to make sure that we have that. That I'm not missing it. I do want to remind you that the weather outside is frightful for a lot of you guys. All right, let's take a look. We have Oregon. Oregon's a mess. It's closed from Pendleton to Ontario. So road is closed there. Last I saw, at least before we went on the live. And Montana, oh Montana, my home state. We love you, but you have red all over you right now. So lots of warnings, closed areas. Honestly, some of the road is closed between Big Timber and I'm double checking here. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that I've got all it. Big Timber and where is it? Columbus. That's what it was. Couldn't remember. All I could think of was Billings. So Big Timber in Columbus. I-90 is closed. US 212, which we don't really run a whole lot of, but others might. Chains are required there. Bozeman Pass chains are required. US 12 between Missoula and Helena. That's closed at the McDonald Pass, and Homestake Pass is requiring chains as well. Like I said, there's lots of weather. And then we have the Wyoming area. There we go. Wyoming has major warnings for extreme blowover risk and winter conditions. So they decided to close it up. Close I-80. Probably not a bad choice. For that reason. We'll keep you guys updated if we hear anything different for running lanes and stuff. However, tornado warning in the Fort Dodge area, not just Fort Dodge. Honestly, if you're taking a look at this, Fort Dodge is one of the main areas that you see here for this weather pattern, but it is not the only location that you're seeing for it. So that's just the heavy area. Omaha, Lincoln, Norfolk, Sioux Falls, all kind of in that neck of the woods. So look out for weather. It's crazy right now. Yes, you have a great day, Michigan. I only rode my snowmobile 2 nights, but I have my new trailer brakes and that's snowmobile. Well, you might be needing it. Yeah, they are having a snow blizzard out west. It was 70 degrees last Friday. And now we are in blizzard conditions, but you know what? Nothing new there, right? That sounds about right. Ups and downs. Yeah. Following a state trooper, yeah, you do have to be careful on the I-80 there in Wyoming, weather-wise. But it's shut down, so right now. All right, you guys, you have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you next Monday on our Facebook Live at 4 p.m. Central, facebook.com/DTLink. And of course, live here on our YouTube at noon Central every week. Bring your questions. I'll do my best to bring your answers. All right, you guys, have a safe and wonderful rest of your week. We'll talk to you soon. And as always, if you do want to speak to one of the recruiters directly, give them a holler, 888.